Sorry. Hi guys.
Hi everyone.
Wow, so loud. Welcome back to our channel.
Is that gonna be part of the video?
Maybe I'll edit it out. I don't know.
Let's start over.
Hi guys.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back to our channel, the Masekos. So on today's video, we're gonna go into the story on how we met. We've been together now for how long? Over 12 years.
Almost 13 years.
Almost 13 years.
It'll be 13 years on the 31st of March, 2024.
Yeah, so we've been together for a very long time.
Gents, that's how you do it, eh? Yeah, you keep these things in memory, never forget.
Yeah, I've never actually had an issue with you remembering. Like, you remember that date very well.
She's lying, I forgot her birthday.
Yeah, when we first started dating, my birthday, that particular date, that's why I said that date, not my birthday. But yeah. We're past the birthday now. Doesn't forget.
Never again. Gents,
Okay.
that's not how you do it.
But yeah, we've been together for almost 13 years, married for over 4 years. Yeah, so we got together when we were very young. I don't think we mentioned our ages in our previous video.
Oh yeah, I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm turning 31
In March.
in March. So yeah, 31 soon.
Yeah, and I'm 28. 28. So if you do the maths on when we started dating or when we got into a relationship, we were kids. We were in high school. So we're high school sweethearts, basically. Yeah, high school sweethearts, which is very cute. It's very interesting. He was my first boyfriend. Can you believe it? My first proper boyfriend. I mean, before I had crushes, and there was a guy I dated called Temba. I didn't even date him. It was like I was low-key kind of bullied into that relationship, to be honest, because I was in grade 6 and I wasn't really keen, but I was new in the school. And yeah, nothing happened, and I broke up with him via police call, and I was just terrified of my dad finding out. I was so terrified. So it just didn't make sense, you know, and I didn't really like him like that. He was cute, but yeah, I mean, I was so relieved when the relationship was over, to be honest. And then he went on to date, I think, a friend of mine or a distant friend, but I was very happy for them. I was like, good for you guys. But yeah, and then after that, then it was him, like a proper relationship now when I was in high school, grade 10. Towards the end of grade 10, I think. Going into grade 11 for me.
No, we started towards
Yeah, we started talking.
towards the end of grade 9.
Yeah, we started talking in grade 9.
And then March is not the end of grade 10.
Oh, okay, actually it was the beginning of grade 10. Oh my gosh. 2011. Sure. Alright, yeah, it was actually. But we started talking as friends, or for what I thought. But actually, how did we meet? Let me get to the, like, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think you should explain how we actually got to know of each other's existence.
Well, I'm not going to talk about any of my exes.
Yeah, please don't.
But yeah, I was in grade 12 when we started dating. But we started speaking when I was in grade 11. So she was in grade 9. That was 2010. I was very busy 2010. It was the World Cup in South Africa. I was a ball boy during that World Cup. And so, yeah, I was very busy with all those things. But what happened was I had friends at school that I started interacting with about a particular pretty girl I had seen at church one time. I'm Seventh-day Adventist, and so
yeah,
is she.
we grew. We both grew up.
Yeah, Adventist. Yeah, and so she went to another church, and then I went to another branch as well, you know. But I spoke to a friend of mine from her church after seeing her, just to try to get details about her. And yeah, spoke to me, and what he was telling me was, hey, nah, that one, there's no way. There's no way you can get that girl because, hey, her dad monitors her. Yeah, his exact words were like a prison warden.
Yeah, no. My dad has always been overprotective, and at the time it seemed very, I guess, annoying. But we've always had a very beautiful relationship. Like, I grew up with my dad. My mom at some point had to go work in the UK, surprisingly enough. And just even when she came back, she was working in another province and things, just that's just how the situation was. So until I went to varsity, it was just my dad, and he's the most supportive dad ever, ever, ever. Like, I don't think I would be sitting here as a CA if it weren't for my dad. And my mom, of course, please, there's no favoritism. But I was just always with my dad, and he was just super supportive. But when it came to the relationship front, I always tell him, I don't think my dad would have been upset or worried if I was chilling without a husband right now. Like, I mean, he's very happy, and he loves him now, and loves Amava to bits. But
He won't love me on Saturday. It's coming Saturday. He's a big Arsenal fan. I'm a big Liverpool fan. We're gonna trash them. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, by the time this video comes up, I think it will be long time.
It's fine. We've been arguing all week. Him. Your dad and I have been arguing about this all week. So if he ever watches this video, I prophesied it for Dad.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3-0. But yeah, all right. But yeah, you can go ahead.
What was I even saying? But yeah, he was very protective, so I get it. So yeah, he just didn't want me to just, get derailed. It was just out of love. When you become a parent, you understand so much. You look at your own kid and you're like, yo, I get it. And also looking back, we were so young.
Yeah.
We were actually so young. And he could have been any kind of nonsense guy, wanting very awful things from me. It's not common that you find a genuine person who actually cares about you and wants you for the long haul at that age. It's very unlikely. It's very uncommon. So looking back, I don't blame I don't fault my dad for his reaction.
Yeah, no, 100%. And continuing with the story, so I was aware that she has a very protective dad, and hey, I was scared of this man. I was scared of this man, And
he's very intimidating.
He was an elder at church, and still is.
Yeah, he is.
And so, very respected man. And so I had to tread very softly, and therefore I went once. But they weren't there that time when I went, You guys wanted church. And my friends were telling me that, hey, it's a big mistake you're doing. You're going to be in trouble. And so I opted to try get her number. And then I got her number with my ways very, because I'm a magician,
Not really. So I was chatting to his cousin on Mixit.
Hey,
I was chatting to his cousin on Mixit. Hey, Mixit days. I don't even know if most of the people watching this, especially if they're young, would even know Mixit. Mixit was, the era. What is this one that they call? I forgot those paging things. When people used to page and whatever, where we don't know. Mixit is one of those where people probably wouldn't know. It was before WhatsApp. I think WhatsApp came out. It did come out after Mixit. I don't know how long the gap was, but we were there in the Mixit. Even toilet. Remember there was like a toilet app?
No, I don't know what was. I wasn't part of those. The way I am today is the way I was back then. I'm not really on social media.
My goodness, you had Mixit though. So.
Yeah, I had Mixit because I needed to accomplish an objective.
Oh my
But anyway.
Wow. Please don't make it seem as if I was the only objective back then in your foolish days.
Okay, we're not talking about all of that now. We're talking about Mixit. I got a number on Mixit. We started chatting, and we became really good friends through Mixit. Yeah. And then we met up, and she was in Girls High.
Yeah,
So we
Springs
met
Girls
up,
High. I
and
didn't
was
mention that in the previous video.
Yeah, I was in Springs Tech. Easy.
User school.
So yeah, but we met up at a park in Southcourt, right near Southcourt Primary. I went to Southcourt Primary School, so I know the area pretty well, and that's where we met up for the first time. And yeah, it was a really remarkable day.
It was.
I can't forget that.
Fun fact: it was the 28th of October, 2010.
Why is that important?
That is very important. So if you know me personally and you've followed me on social media, the number 28 is I feel like it's God's little love language to me, to be honest. Some beautiful things have happened to me on the 28th. The very first, the most important, I got baptized on the 28th of October, 2006. I was very young. Always loved God. So yeah, that's when 28 started. And then from there, I met this guy on the 28th of October, 2010.
Fast forward.
And fast forward, because there's 28 in between. We got married on the 28th of July. Graduated for the first time 28th of March, 2017. And then the most significant to date, our daughter was born on the 28th of October, 2021, which is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so...
We didn't plan that.
We didn't plan it, honestly. Yeah, God has a very incredible sense of humor, but very intentional. I don't think that was by mistake. Absolutely. Looking back, it's actually really beautiful, and I'm very grateful. We're very grateful. I think it just solidifies what's going on here. It solidifies what's happening. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we met. And then I think it's appropriate to talk about how we were. Yeah, we were quite different.
Very different. I was very shy.
I was
a nerd. I was a bookworm.
I was not a nerd. I was not a bookworm.
What else? Sure. I was very timid.
I was not timid.
Like, we're really opposites, but yeah, there's just, and I'm very to myself. But I remember speaking to him for the first time before we met, like, on the phone, and I was just like, there's just something about this guy. But like, at that point, he was my friend, you know. I didn't have any funny ulterior motives on my end. I really was like, oh, this guy, Tall Man, because that was his mixed name, Tall Man, and it's still his nickname. My mixed name is irrelevant. I had some stacks mixed names. About Desire Reloaded, and then the others are even worse. Yeah, but
Desire.
It was inspired by the song, the house track from the Desire.
What is
desire? It was that era. But no. So we were really different, man. But there was just something about his voice that made me want to open up and talk to him. Even when we first met, we just talked about so many things. Like, he's always been someone I can confide in. And I feel like God brought him in my life at that time for me to just open up and have a friend. Like, I think, yes, we then later on dated and everything, but I think above everything else is like really like my best friend on this earth, and someone who I can just tell anything to a fault, even things that may be hurtful to him sometimes. But I'm very honest, like, I can't keep things from him. It's very hard for me to even pretend. Like I just feel the need to be fully honest with him. That's just how it's been ever since we met all those years ago. So yeah, I think he brought out, so like, he found me very shy, very to myself, very and, you know, very soft spoken, and like, he always teases me about my voice and how I was then, and I was like, you know, just you know,
don't shout at me. Hey. I don't forget.
He brings that up a lot. I think so. Yeah, probably. I'm sure, but yeah.
For another video.
Yeah, that's basically how we were, and then we just grew from there, which is remarkable as well, because you think at some point we would have grown apart. Like, because that happens a lot, and you can't blame people, especially when you get to varsity. Now you're exploring, you're away from parents, like Bumnandi, now you're like seeing life. You are out there, you're seeing other good looking people. I think we're pretty decent looking people, decent looking people.
I'm decent. It was man. I'm the decent one.
Oh, he's very handsome. He's very handsome.
Yeah.
He's very handsome. So, I mean, it's not like there isn't temptation out there, but yeah, we're just always together. Very united, very serious, very intentional with each other and our relationship. Yeah, we just continue dating, and he was secretly also saving for lobola. I didn't know, to be honest. In varsity, imagine, with his he mentioned that he used to tutor. I think it was in the previous video. He mentioned that you like tutor and do things in varsity while studying. Sold books. He used to be like a secondhand textbook guy, or even brand new ones. Like, he was really good with selling textbooks before a lot of things went digital. And I don't know how it is now, but like back in our varsity days, he would sell textbooks walking around. It's not like we had the first time we had a car or like started driving was when we were married. We were married for a bit. It was like a year into our marriage that we had our first sweet little car. Nothing fancy. That's when we started driving. So he was doing all these textbook stuff on foot. Johnny Walker. He's always been a big fan of walking. In Joburg. If you live in South Africa, you know. Yeah, he's experienced a lot of things in South Africa.
My students always laugh at this story,
And it's not funny. Like, it's so crazy that you can laugh at trauma like that now. But it was so hectic.
You talk about it another day.
It's funny now, but this man, while he was sleeping, sometimes would just jolt still from that trauma. At least now it's completely gone. Praise God. But hey, So little did I know. I think just after we were done in varsity, like he was done with his honors, I was also done with my postgraduate diploma, honors, whatever they call it. I don't know why they call it weird things, to be honest. But anyway, that's besides the point. And now I had started working, and he was also doing lecturing jobs. He had started working as well. And then, like, one day in 2018, I think it was after church, he was now walking me to the taxi rank. I was going back to my little flats there, CBD, Joburg. And he's talking about wanting to marry me, And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, you've spoken about this for a long time. I know that. I'm aware. But, I mean, in my mind, we had just started working. So I didn't see it happening probably until like a year or so, 2 years from there, where now Lobola would actually happen. Maybe, I don't know, I thought probably 2020 or something, because he needs to save up, because now he's actually formally working, because we're done with school. Kanti, this person has been saving. And he's mentioned my dad before. He's been saving a lot, because my dad did not let me go without a fight. I think I was like 23 at the time. 22, 23. 2018. Not too sure. Yeah, and we have a 2-year age gap. I don't remember. I'm not doing the maths right now. Please. Yes, I'm a CA. Yes, I'm a CA, but I'm not doing the maths right now on how old I was in 2018. But I was still quite young, and even then, like, looking back, I'm like, yeah, actually, I was quite young. I understand why he was very angry that this man wanted to marry me now. So yeah, like, it was so surprising that while in varsity, he had been saving intentionally for my lobola, which was really like remarkable. I know a lot of people do it now in their jobs, where it's like a lot easier to just put aside, maybe, I don't know how, depending on your job, maybe a little 2K every month or 5K or whatever, but based on his circumstances and textbooks, and like, it's not like it's that kind of money. I think it would be probably like 100 Rand today or whatever, and he was putting that money aside, and for God to be like, I see your efforts, and to make it grow the way he did was really amazing. And that was also a huge reminder to me that, yeah, no, this man really loves me, you know. He's very serious, he's very committed. And it was quite, I was taken aback back in 2018, to be honest. But long story short, after much struggles with my dad, there was a time he turned away his delegates. But that's a story for that. If we get into this, if we get into that story, it will be so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually we got traditionally, I guess, married. Lobola, Rora, as they would say in Shona, on the 23rd of September 2018. Yeah. And then white wedding the following year in July 2019, which was also pretty remarkable because I was in opticals in a small firm, not earning much, now saving for our wedding, and he also, like a lecturer, not also earning a huge amount, but we had a really beautiful wedding, and so grateful for that. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today and hearing our story and how we met. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells to find out when we'll be posting another video.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the video, guys.
Yeah, our little story.
There's a lot more detail we can share.
Yeah.
Obviously, that will be generated by what people genuinely want to know. And we're here for you guys, to spend time with you guys and to have an experience with you. And we're not really good with advice, but I think our experiences can help you in whatever you're going through. And we also do want to hear about your experiences also, you know.
Yeah.
Because that
Please
has helped
share.
us so much in our relationship, developing into what it has become today, where certain people's experiences have shaped our own experiences and helped us to be stronger partners, as now we are a family. So yeah, thank you guys, and see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.